Hello and welcome to our next class in ABBYY FlexiCapture, and in this class we learn how to save this so that we can use this as a template for extracting details. So firstly, let's work out on this is if you have so many fields here, this becomes very clumsy. So let's make it neat and clean. So for that, what we can do is we can group our elements. So let's say I want to group all these into image, and you can see I this, and this. This shows me an error. Just click cancel, click OK, and it's showing me an error. Line left, search element, group elements. Okay, so it's basically saying that it's not able to find this out. But you can do is line down, and you see all the errors gone because now you can find it out that it's inside an image group. So that's not an issue. Now I know that this is for grabbing some experience. So let's just create a group with the name XP, and let me just move it out a little upwards, and let's move it reference one to an experience inside this group. Okay. Now know that these all are my regular fields, I can say, or the basic details. So let's just add a group. Okay, we can't keep a space here. Make it move upwards. You can also select like this, shift and up arrow, and just drag it inside this. So you have your basic details here. So as you can see, okay, so our image went into this group. So let's just bring it out. Okay, perfect. Let's move experience above. Okay, so if now I'll click on match, you can see your basic details. You can see your experience. You can see your image elements. Okay, now major part of the invoice is done. The next part comes is your blocks. So this is like the playground, and where we have some reference elements as well. We have some, and we extract so many things, but it doesn't mean that you will require all these things to be extracted, or you need these as an output. So let's say if you see, we have extracted date of birth by two different ways, and we have so many separators in order to get this applicant image. But I just need this applicant image to be extracted out as an output. I don't need these things. So that's why we have blocks. So what I will do is I will add a block, type text for my date of birth. So the block name will result out in the column name, because this creates an Excel out of it. So this will be treated as your column name. And if that, and this is the source element. So where should it get the value from? So it should get date of birth from this field of DOB element. Click OK. Next, I will need a address from my address field. Next, I'll be needing email from email field. You can see how simple it is. And then you can have a phone number from phone field, and we will have a complete experience inside a paragraph from my experience field. And lastly, I would require, okay, cancel this thing. You can simply delete this. I would require an image from applicant image. Apply and OK. So as you can see here, we have so many fields extracted just to get these fields or to make some relations to these fields to get them properly. But here, once the Excel is generated, we'll get only these fields out. So now just click here, do a match, and you can see all the fields that are being extracted. And then click on save or like save, and then you need to export it. So it will gonna ask you, where do you want this thing to be exported? So it will create a .afl file. Let's say I just need this thing on my PC documents. This is the ABBYY FlexiLayout file, and click on save. So three things to like recap is make your complete studio layout or the fields in a neat and clean way, and then create all the blocks that are needed to be treated as the output, and name these as your column names, and then you should export it as a .afl file. Okay, thanks for watching.